Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the top 5 best violins. Starting at number 5. Aileen Solid Wood Ebony. Number 7 is the Aileen Solid Wood Ebony. This is a very nice looking violin that any beginner would be happy to have. The tone is nice, and the general feeling the violin gives you is pleasant. A bow, a shoulder rest, a hard case, a rosin and stickers for your fingerboard are included. The case is water resistant, which is great since the violin needs to be kept dry at all times. No more running in panic to try to save your instrument. It can be carried with the handle or as a backpack, which makes it easy to bring with you when traveling. It also has a big pocket for your sheet music, which is very convenient. The strings are from D'Addario and enhance the tone of the violin. This is the perfect violin for any beginner and is available in 1/4, a half, 3/4 and 4/4. No matter which size you need, this violin is beautifully hand-carved and will give you the confidence of a true violinist. It's hard to go wrong with this violin. It's everything you need as a beginner. The violin itself is very good value for money and has a nice tune. The bow is okay, especially for a beginner, and the case will give your violin good protection since it's hard and water resistant. This is really important since the violin is very sensitive. The violin is available in different sizes, so no matter if you're looking for a violin for your kid or yourself, this is a great choice. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 4. Sicilio CVN 300. Number 5. The Sicilio CVN 300 is next up. Sicilio violins come with many extra things included. You get 2 bows, a good rosin, an adjustable shoulder rest, an extra bridge, a chromatic tuner and a lesson book, and it's strung with high-quality D'Addario prelude strings. This is a violin that offers incredible value for money since you don't only get so many extra things, but also a pretty good and playable violin. The manufacturer seems to be confident that it's a good violin since they offer a 1-year warranty against manufacturer's defects. It's obvious that they have done all they can to make a good violin with everything you need to get started for an affordable price, while not compromising on quality, which, to be honest, is quite rare. In other words, a really good violin for beginners that will make it easy for you to get started. We love this entry-level violin, and we love the stuff that comes with it. It's clear that they've had complete beginners in mind, and they have included everything you might need, even a tuner and a violin lessons book. Buying this violin makes everything easier since you won't have to hunt for any additional violin accessories. The strings are really good, which is amazing for the price since strings are really expensive, and having 2 bows included is just amazing. Halfway of my listed number 3. DZ Strad Model 100. Next up is this DZ Strad violin. Don't let the name fool you, it's hardly a Stradivarius, but it is a perfectly fine beginner's violin. The tone is full and nice, and the instrument feels like high quality. It even has gold-plated fine tuners. This is definitely on the top violin brands for beginners. The violin has D'Addario strings and rosin, which is a good violin brand. It's available in many different sizes, so it's a good option for both kids and adults. A case and a bow are included, but you will need to buy a shoulder rest elsewhere. The fingerboard, pegs and chin rest are made from ebony, solid wood that is naturally black. We would especially recommend the smaller sized violin since you might want something cheap but playable when your kid still is growing, but when it's time to buy a 4/4 you might want to invest a little bit more since that's the violin they will hopefully have for the rest of their life. Buying a 4/4 for an adult beginner who doesn't really know how long their newfound hobby will interest them is of course perfectly fine too, and this would be an excellent option in that case. This is a good basic beginner's violin that gives you what you need to start playing, but perhaps not much more than that. It sounds okay and feels okay, and it does what it's supposed to, and a bow and a case are included so that you can start playing right away. One thing that we like is that the strings and rosin are from D'Addario, so they're high quality. You won't have to replace them in at least a couple of years, and the same goes for the rosin, it's really good. Coming in at number 2. Stentor 1401 PK Harlequin. You might ask yourself, how can I make my child practice the violin more? The answer is, give him or her a violin in a cool color. This violin from Stentor is available in black, pink, blue and purple. It looks really good and will make playing the violin less like a chore, more like something to look forward to when they come home from school. Your kid will have the coolest instrument in the orchestra. A lightweight gray case is included as well as a bow. This violin is a 3/4. This is a good violin for a kid that will upgrade to a full-size violin in a couple of years but want to have some fun before investing in a proper violin that might not look as cool. We would recommend this violin for kids that hate practicing and need some encouragement. If you have a youngster that is ambitious and is really serious about their music, you should probably look elsewhere and get a better sounding violin. Every kid has different needs. We have a feeling that if violins like this one were around 20 to 30 years ago, there wouldn't be so many adults regretting that they stopped playing when they were children and grew tired of the violin. It's available in black, pink, blue and purple, meaning that no matter if your child is a rocker, a princess, a clown or a bohemian, there is a color that will make him or her practice more. Sure, it's not the best sounding violin on the market, but it's definitely more than just a toy. It's a tool that will help your kid practice more often, and eventually, when your kid has become an accomplished violinist and you upgrade to a proper violin, you will finally be able to enjoy beautiful tunes from your personal musician, and it will all be worth it. And number 1. Stentor 1400 and 3/4 violin. Our first violin is the Stentor 1400, a classic beginner's violin that is also a kid's violin. If you want a violin in a smaller size, this one is worth your consideration. It's available in all the smaller sizes: 3/4, 1/3, a half, 1/8, 1/16, 1/32 and 1/64. It's everything your child needs to get started playing the violin for a reasonable price. A bow and a lightweight case are included. We would recommend this kid's violin especially in the smaller sizes for smaller kids. When kids start playing the violin, the focus lies on teaching them how to hold the violin and bow properly and how to stand with correct posture, learning how to play on one string at a time and so on. So you don't really need an extraordinary sounding quality instrument for little children. Unless they're child prodigies, they won't be playing difficult things in the beginning anyway. This solid maple and spruce violin looks good and will give the kids the feeling that it's a real violin. Its top is made from spruce and the sides and back from maple, just like many other violins. The fingerboard is made from blackened rosewood, which is quite oily and a good material for fingerboards. However, ebony would be preferred, but for this price we can't really complain. This is a good violin to buy for kids. You don't want to spend too much on a violin for a growing child, since it will need to be replaced once in a while. This violin might not be the best sounding instrument of all times, but it gives your child everything it needs to learn the basics of violin playing. A bow and a case are included so that you don't have to buy them separately. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you found it helpful. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below